Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. I am so excited to share this one with you guys.
I'm always doing the most, finish my cup and reload. Let it swing right back. Let it swing right back.
Okay, so I've already gone ahead and I've prepped my practice hand. I've applied the flexi tips, which are the peach cover tips, and then I've added the easy tips, which are the long stiletto nail tips. The cover powder that I'm going to use is Perfect Pink, and as always the products are available on my website, which is glitterplanetuk.com, and you can use code NINJA5 for 5% off. And hopefully you guys managed to grab some things in our huge Black Friday offers. Honestly, it was insane. So hopefully a lot of you managed to take advantage of that, and our December box as well, plus our advent calendar and our crackers. Honestly, guys, we have so much going on, but I'll link the website down below so you can have a browse if you are interested in checking it out. So I'm coming in first with Perfect Pink, which is one of our core cover powders, and it's such a stunning powder to work with. And I'm just applying that at the cuticle area and blending it down the nail. It doesn't need to cover the full tip because I'm going to come in with a glitter on this nail, and honestly it's such a gorgeous glitter. It's called Merry and Bright, and it's one of our new Christmas glitters. It's just absolutely stunning. Just wait until you see it. But anyway, I'm adding another bead at that cuticle just to make sure that I've got the shape and structure and everything on point. I'm working that product around, pushing it in and then tucking, and making sure that that product is flush at the cuticle area as well, using light stroking motions to blend that product down, and also reshaping my brush back into a flat head so that I can come in and wipe away any product that may have got on the skin or anything like that. You don't want to leave that overflowing there because it's just going to create issues further down the line. So this is Merry and Bright. I did swatch it in the Christmas glitter swatch video that I uploaded, and honestly it's so freaking pretty. It's like a champagne gold with green and red reflex, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love how it looks. I think it's super festive, super Christmassy, and I know that it didn't, like the green and the red doesn't match with the pink theme that I'm going for, but because they are just simple specks of that Christmassy colour in there, it kind of worked, and I felt like it looked really pretty. So on this glitter, the red flakes are slightly bleeding out, which means that some of the pigment's coming off because of the monomer. So when you do work with it, just work a bit drier, try not to stroke it. As you saw there, I saw a little bit of that pigment, and all you want to do is come in with your brush and kind of clean it up. Yeah, that can happen with glitters if they aren't solvent resistant, and some flakes or some glitters might not be. I'm not just talking about glitter planets, I'm just talking generally glitter. So if you have that problem, work a little bit drier with it and try not to rub and swipe them too much. Just get it into position super quick and don't faff around with it. Hopefully that's a top tip, and hopefully it helps you out. I did think I put my laptop on silent, but I didn't. It's becoming a regular occurrence this now, getting emails through when I'm voiceovering, but I'm just going to leave it because that's my life. I'm just going to come in with Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic and apply my clear base. I'm going to do that on all of the nails, and it's just going to make sure that I've got a nice base to work on and I don't have that ridge where the tip meets the natural nail, or the fake practice hand nail in this case. But if you were working on a client or yourself, it's just going to bridge that gap. Another alternative as well, if you didn't want to do a clear base, although I do highly recommend doing that, is to file and blend the tip to the nail. You could do both steps and that would be fabulous as well. So I'm going to be using metallic gold glitter acrylic, and this is one of the new glitter acrylics from our metallic collection. At this point of me recording, we haven't actually released this set as of yet, but we are preparing it. It will be coming soon. I will let you guys know a launch date for them, and I'm going to be pairing that with Candy Pink, which is this gorgeous duo marble powder. You can see that it kind of marbles with the white and the pink. You'll see me also use it as a solid colour on the middle nail as well. So to start my marble off, I'm focusing on the cuticle area and just making sure to get that product there, get it nice and even and neat, and make sure that there isn't any product touching the skin, because that's going to make it a whole, for crying out loud, that's going to make it a whole lot easier as far as then creating the rest of the marble goes. If you try and apply a lot of product, marble it, and then try and also take care of that cuticle area, it becomes quite difficult to do that. I remember before I did it this way, I would get stuck and I'd just end up with product everywhere and just like missing gaps, and it would be uneven. So I found that this really is the best way to do it. So I'm just swirling and swiping the acrylic where I want it so that it looks super pretty, and I'm just going kind of halfway down this nail. I took this inspiration from Auntie Julie. She's been doing a lot of nails and she always tends to do kind of like a swirly marble but leaves a glass tip. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Like, I remembered she was doing it quite a lot and I love how it looks, so I wanted to incorporate that into this set as well. So thank you so much for the inspo, and look how pretty it looks. I've just added some of that Merry and Bright loose glitter where the acrylic stops, and it just looks so pretty. This is kind of an alternative festive set, I guess, because it's still a bit blingy, still a bit Christmassy with the snowflakes and the red and the green, but you've also got that girly pink as well. And you could also add some icicles or sugared icicles, whatever you fancy on there, and it would really take it over the edge Christmas kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You can do it as Christmassy or as not Christmassy as you'd like. Now, I wanted to keep this mistake in here. Hopefully you guys feel for me when it happens, but I just felt like I was leaving it in there because this kind of stuff happens and sometimes you just have to deal with it. So all I'm going to do is wipe off my thumb, make sure everything is clean and the product is off my skin, wet my brush with some monomer, and then come back in and push it into place. Because it hasn't set, it's just going to easily be moulded back into a nice shape, and then when I come and cap anyway, it will make sure that everything's fine with the structure and all of that good stuff. For this next nail, I'm coming in with Candy Pink, and as you can see, I'm using it as a solid colour. So to do that, I'm applying it super wet. I say super wet, just wetter than usual. You don't want it kind of dripping everywhere, but you want it wet enough to be able to move around as if you are literally painting the nail. And because our powders are super pigmented, you'll find that it's just going to cover and look fabulous. You can do that with any of our coloured powders because they are packed with pigment. You don't need to use a lot of product building up the thickness with your colour powders, because that should really be done with your core powders. So yeah, that's the way we're doing it. And then we're going to take care of that cuticle area, push that product around, tuck it in, and then blend it down, making sure that all of that pigment is blended and that we have a nice solid pink colour. I've been seeing a few what do you call it, glitter cuticles, I would say, maybe, and I really wanted to try one, so hey, here we go. I'm applying metallic gold acrylic to the cuticle, blending it down, and I think I definitely put too much on and pulled it too far down. You'll see why further along, but next time I do this, and I am going to try and do it again because I do think it looks pretty cool. At first when I saw it, I was like, that is different and quite odd, and it just looks funny, but the more I saw it, it grew on me and it looked quite cool, so I wanted to try it. So I'm just scraping off some of that glitter, as you can see, but I did need to scrape off a little higher up. I came just a bit too far down with the glitter product, and it made it a little bit hard work to disguise it and make it look really blended, if that makes sense. So once that's dried, I'm coming in with Perfect Pink Cover Powder, and I'm applying my first bead just where the glitter stops to act as my kind of first camouflaging bead, and then I'm pulling it down the nail. Once I've done that, I'm going to continue to build up that cover pink to blend and make this look as though it's kind of fading all the way under that cover powder. I think it kind of worked out, but I felt like I could still see a shadow of that glitter, and it was just annoying me so much, like seriously. But yeah, I'm just going to work that perfect pink and continue to build up this nail. If you haven't already, guys, I would really love if you could hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and leave me a comment down below. Even if you just do the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button, I would be super grateful. It means so much for me, more than you'll ever know, and honestly it helps out a little channel a lot, like so much. So yeah, please do that. I would be forever grateful. Okay, so the next job after everything is set is to come in with Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic and encapsulate all of the nails, building up this structure and just making sure that everything's encapsulated so that when we file, we're not going to kind of remove any of that design that we've just took so long creating. So I went ahead and filed and buffed this set of nails just to save time and because, I don't know, I find it so much easier. And then I wanted to add some Christmas feels to this set. So I used the silicone mold, which is a snowflake one. We actually have 3 different types of snowflake molds on the website and they are so freaking fun. So all you do is fill them with your chosen coloured acrylic, let it set and then pop it out, and there you have it, your own nail charms to reuse and create over and over and over and over again. So I just did these 2. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use or if I wanted to use all of them, but I just did 2 to show you an example of how they look and how they come out of the mold. I will do a little small video showing start to finish on how to make the snowflakes, because I know sometimes people like to see visuals of things going on to be able to just see how it happens, because I don't know, it helps people more. I know that I'm definitely more of a visual learner, but yeah, I think they are so freaking cute. Look at that. Honestly, adorable. So the idea I was having, first off, I was just like playing around, not sure whether to put them both or just one, or which nail to add them to. So I was kind of holding them there, trying to get an idea in my head. And then I decided I was just going to do the one with some, what do you call it? Some crystals, and just make it a little bit fancy. So yeah, but in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and add super gloss, top coat the nails, and then get ready for the snowflake. So to attach the snowflake onto the nail, I'm just going to use some clear acrylic, and I'm picking up a small bead of that, and I'm just popping it on the nail where I want to actually apply the snowflake charm that I've made. I'll just let it level a little bit. Now you don't want this too wet because it will seep out from underneath the charm, so make sure it's dry enough that it kind of stays within the area that you want to keep it. Hopefully that makes sense. If you do it too wet, it's just going to slide all over the place. It's not really going to work out, and it's just going to be annoying. I'm coming in now with the instant nail glue and the crystal bling stick, and we're going to add some white opals to this nail. I'm just going to follow kind of the marble swirl randomly. I just wanted to add a little extra bling, and there we have it. Pa-da-da-da, there it is. Bit of crystal bling on this snowflake nail. I'm then coming in with top coat, and I'm just going to top coat all of the nails to finish off the set. Also, I know I mentioned I just use white opal nails, but I also use some of the crystal AB flatbacks as well. I wanted to mix it up a little. Once I've top coated everything, I then cure the nails in the light for a full 60 seconds, making sure that everything is dry and good to go, and then we can add our cuticle oil. Yes, I do add cuticle oil to the hand, even if it's a silicone hand. I want it to look bomb, so you gotta go the extra mile. I think this glitter cuticle turned out pretty okay. I mean, I'm gonna try it a few more times, I think, and see where we're at, but I think it turned out okay-ish. But yeah, anyway, that is it for this video. I'm going to show you guys some close-ups, some different angles, and just the full set as a full view, completely finished. Wow, another email. Oh my god. Honestly, there's no need. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you love how this set turned out. Let me know what you think down below, and yeah, I'm so glad to be back. I really enjoyed creating these nails, and I just love them. I think they look so freaking pretty. I'm excited for Christmas as well, like so excited. Does anybody else have any cheeky little elves in their house that like to cause mischief? Because we do. Honestly, so fun. I love the little critters so much. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, please remember that you are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this and I love you. Mwah. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos as well. I literally have hundreds of them right there on my channel, so if you're ever bored, need someone to binge watch, then definitely head over, subscribe, you know, all of that good stuff, and just watch all the nail videos because they are life. See ya. Bye.